Hey, girlfriend, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Testimony Thursday, and today's topic is the rescue mission. And this comes from a dream I had about 2 years ago, and it changed the way I viewed my healing journey forever. In the dream, I had one assignment to safely hand a little girl over to another woman, and it wasn't until the exchange was complete that I looked closely at the little girl. She was younger Candace, and the woman receiving her was older Candace. Blew my mind. The handoff took place on Fulton Avenue, a busy street that I walked many times as a child. As a younger version of me looked into my eyes, she said, "You're going to be okay. You're going to make it." My God. I woke up crying, y'all. Crying, boo-hooing. Not tears of sadness, though. It was tears of revelation. I felt as though God was reassuring me that you have this thing called life because I got you, okay? And at first I thought I was waiting for somebody else to come for someone to come and save me, I prayed, I cried, and I hoped someone would notice that I was drowning in hurt, rejection, self-doubt, fear, unworthiness. The list goes on and on and on, okay? But God showed me that no person could rescue me the way that he could. Healing would begin the moment I partnered with him. And let me tell y'all something. The rescue mission almost felt like a classified special operation. One heaven had designed specifically for Candace. And it was as if God himself stepped in and said, "This assignment is mine." No one could recover what had been lost. No one could redeem what had been broken or introduce me into the woman I was always created to be. Then he reminded me through Isaiah 43:1, and I believe it goes, "Do not fear. I have redeemed you. I have called you by name. You're mine." Listen, okay? He became the one with the perfect record of recovering, restoring, redeeming, and reintroducing his children to their true identity. And then I could sense him saying, "This mission is one I will handle myself because I need her for the next assignment." I'm not just rescuing her from what she's been through. I'm preparing her to help others who cannot yet see a way over, a way through, or a way out. And then I realized in that moment, God wasn't sending another person to save me. No, he was not. He was sending the woman I was becoming. She reminded me of how heaven saw me. She taught me to break unhealthy cycles, destroy destructive patterns, and finally establish boundaries, okay? And to believe I was worthy of the life God was preparing me for. And I can say this, for years, I was suffocating, y'all, like suffocating. I was grasping for error and false connections, compromising my standards, extending grace to people who wouldn't extend grace to me, pouring into people who wasn't pouring into me. But during this rescue mission, I'll say, God began whispering my true identity. His words anchored me. Proverbs 3:5-6. He spoke, teaching me to trust him completely. He spoke life when others spoke limitations. He taught me to walk, not just physically, but spiritually, in purpose, in honor, in integrity, and in truth. He did what no human could do. And what I realized was he was not building me up to tear me back down. Okay. So after the breaking came rebuilding. After the crushing, there was strengthening. After the pruning came the real fruit. After the refining came the woman he always saw. She no longer tolerated what was beneath her calling. She stood taller. She walked and spoke. Well, she spoke with conviction, and she refused to come into agreement with labels people had placed on her because she finally saw the labels. She finally believed the labels that God had spoken over her life. She realized the world wasn't waiting for another version of someone else. It was waiting for the woman she had been suppressing. Her light was needed where darkness had settled. Her presence was meant to shift atmospheres. Y'all see how heaven sees us? And the rescue mission was never just about saving me. It was about preparing me to help lead others to the one who saves. Every wound he healed became a testimony. Every chain he broke became a message of hope. Every lesson that was taught, y'all, became light for someone else's way to search, for somebody else searching for a way out. So, hey, girlfriend, if the Lord is extending his hand, take it. Walk with him. And if you're too weary to walk, he'll carry you. You don't have to settle for less than what God has spoken over your life. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are chosen. You are called by name. You are light. And he has a purpose and a plan for you. So today, we are breaking up with every label that no longer fits where God has taken us. We are partnering with God in healing and embracing the woman he's calling us to become. And remember this. Sometimes the greatest rescue mission isn't God sending someone to save you. It's God restoring you to yourself so that you can help others find their way back to him. So I say, be a conduit in the rescue mission, because you are, along with God, the only person that can save you. So choose you today. Choose healing today. Choose the light today. Remember, he called you by name. Remember the labels God spoke, not what the world has spoken. Be blessed and happy Testimony Thursday.